Deep in the African savanna, there lives an animal that almost never rushes. It doesn't chase every opportunity. It doesn't panic when food is scarce. It doesn't waste energy trying to impress other animals. Yet for millions of years, it has survived droughts, predators, changing seasons, and one disaster after another. That animal is the elephant. Now here's the strange part. Despite being one of the largest animals on Earth, an elephant survives not because it is the strongest, but because it remembers, it plans, it protects, and it never forgets what truly matters. What if I told you that this same mindset could completely change the way you think about money? What if the biggest reason many people struggle financially isn't because they don't earn enough, but because they think differently than the elephant? Today, we'll follow the journey of one young elephant. This isn't just a story about wildlife. It's a story about your future, your money, and the habits that quietly build financial freedom. Stay until the end, because the final lesson may change the way you make every financial decision from today onward. As the golden morning sun spread across the savanna, a young elephant walked proudly beside his family. Everything looked endless. Green grass, fresh water, open land. To him, life felt easy. Whenever he felt thirsty, water was nearby. Whenever he felt hungry, food surrounded him. He believed this was how life would always be. One afternoon, he asked his grandmother, "Why do you keep walking so far every year? Everything we need is already here." The old elephant smiled gently. "Because seasons change," the young elephant laughed. "But everything looks perfect." The elder quietly replied, "That is exactly when wise elephants prepare." The young elephant didn't understand. Neither do most people. Weeks passed. The grass slowly became shorter. Small ponds disappeared. The air became hotter. One morning, the young elephant woke up. The water was gone. Animals began fighting over the little that remained. Fear spread across the land. But something remarkable happened. The elephant herd stayed calm. They simply began walking. The young elephant asked, "How do you know where to go?" His grandmother answered, "We remember where water exists even when we cannot see it." Scientists have discovered that elephants can remember water sources many years later. That memory often saves the entire herd during drought. Money works the same way. Financial freedom isn't about reacting when problems arrive. It's about preparing long before they do. Emergency savings, insurance, investments. These are your hidden water sources. You may not need them today, but one day you'll be grateful they exist. Many people spend money the way the young elephant enjoyed the rainy season. "If I have it today, I'll spend it today." Better phone, but bigger car. More subscriptions, more shopping. Tomorrow can wait, but tomorrow always arrives. The elephant never eats every tree in one place. It always leaves enough behind. Nature understands balance. People often don't. Financial freedom isn't created by earning the most. It's created by keeping enough for tomorrow. Income is important. Habits are everything. An elephant takes thousands of steps every single day. One step doesn't seem important. Neither does the next, or the next. But after weeks, those tiny steps carry the herd hundreds of miles to safety. This is exactly how wealth grows. Imagine saving just $10 every day. Day 1, almost nothing changes. After 1 month, it still feels small. After 1 year, you already have thousands of dollars before investment growth. Now imagine that money is invested consistently over many years. Thanks to compound growth, your money begins earning money. Then those earnings begin earning more money. That's the compound effect. Like planting one tiny acorn. For years, it seems insignificant. Then one day, it becomes an oak tree that can outlive generations. Most people quit because results are invisible at first. The elephant doesn't stop walking because the destination is far away. It trusts the journey. That is why it arrives. One afternoon, the herd reached a muddy river. A baby elephant slipped. The current became stronger. Alone, the baby had no chance. But something incredible happened. The adults formed a circle. One elephant pushed, another pulled, another blocked the current. Together, they saved the baby. The young elephant realized something unforgettable. Strength isn't about standing alone. It's about knowing who stands beside you. Money follows the same rule. The wealthiest people rarely succeed completely alone. They learn from mentors. They build strong relationships. They create valuable networks. They ask questions. They share ideas. Your financial future often depends on the people surrounding you. Choose your herd wisely. Months later, another drought arrived. Many animals panicked. They ran randomly. Some became exhausted. Others never found water. But the elephants stayed calm. They followed experience instead of emotion. This is exactly what happens during financial uncertainty. Markets fall. News becomes frightening. People panic. They sell investments too early. They abandon long-term plans. They make emotional decisions. The elephant teaches a different lesson. Stay calm. Think clearly. Trust preparation instead of fear. Because fear often costs more money than the crisis itself. Years passed. The young elephant became the leader. One evening, a small elephant asked him, "How did you always know what to do?" The leader smiled. "I didn't always know. I simply remembered what mattered." He looked across the peaceful herd. We don't survive because we're the fastest. We survive because we prepare. We survive because we stay together. We survive because we think beyond today. Those words describe financial freedom perfectly. Freedom isn't buying everything you want. Freedom is knowing tomorrow won't frighten you. Freedom is having choices. Freedom is sleeping peacefully because your future isn't built on hope. It's built on preparation. Many people think wealth lives inside a bank account, but the elephant teaches something deeper. Money can disappear. Jobs can change. Businesses can fail. Markets can crash, but no one can take away discipline. No one can steal patience. No one can erase wisdom. No one can remove the habits that built your success. Those habits will build it again. Real wealth begins long before your bank balance grows. It begins inside your daily decisions. Months later, rain finally returned. The dry earth came alive again. Rivers filled. Grass covered the plains. Young animals celebrated because the drought was over. The old elephant simply smiled. He knew another drought would come someday. Not because life is unfair, because that is how nature works. As the sun slowly disappeared beyond the horizon, the herd continued walking together. Calm, patient, prepared, the young leader looked back at the footprints stretching across the earth. Thousands of small steps. None of them looked important alone. Yet together, they had carried an entire family safely through every season. And maybe that's the greatest financial lesson nature can teach us. Financial freedom isn't built by one lucky investment, one massive paycheck, or one brilliant business idea. It's built exactly the way elephants cross continents. One smart decision, $1 saved, one investment made, one unnecessary purchase avoided, one lesson learned, then another, and another, until one day you look back and realize those ordinary steps quietly created an extraordinary life. The next time you see an elephant, don't just see its size, see its patience, see its memory, see its preparation. Because nature's gentle giant has been teaching humanity the same lesson for millions of years. Financial freedom doesn't belong to the fastest. It belongs to those who prepare before the drought begins.